As always, I hope everyone's having a good day, and let's get right into this. So it's currently 11:36 p.m. Monday, June 6th, 2022, and really cool tidbit before we get into everything. This is Iron Man's arc reactor, and this is what actually started my programming journey. I was 13 years old at the time, and really inspired by Iron Man suits, so I started developing games that actually utilize such suits, so you could fly, have repulsors, arc reactors, technology, all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's just what started my journey, if anyone's wondering on why I program or anything like that. But let's get right into this. So I'm actually looking to potentially long AU. We do have news coming out at 12:30 a.m., so that's less than an hour from now. Less than an hour from now, about 53 minutes. And keep in mind, I said that today's the 6th, so this is also on the 6th at 2 a.m. I decided not to sleep yesterday. I slept till like 5 or 6. So notice how I had this projection drawn. We expect price to come down into a deep discount, hit our 1 hour order block over here / demand level, whatever you want to refer to it as, and come out and potentially clear this high. But let's go ahead and check out the pairs. So we have AUDUSD. Bank for AUD was closed Sunday, but now we're in Monday, so we're good for the rest of the week on AUD. Tuesday is going to be big. That's all we're expecting. On AUD USD, I am liking the longs actually, so I have this level drawn out over here. I already have my alert. Notice how I marked that price is going to be at a discount. So once again, you would want to ideally buy at a discount and sell at a premium. So that's what we're waiting for. If this projection does end up playing out, we'd be looking at, what's that, 114 pips? 115 pips, yeah. So this is going to be a nice little solid risk to reward. You won't see me place like a long position here just because the stop loss is a bit unreasonable. 28 pips on AU is very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. Honestly, if I see what I'm looking for exactly, my stop loss should be 5 to 15 pips. Personally, I have like a minimum stop loss on certain pairs just because I don't feel comfortable having a 2-pip stop loss after you factor in spread, commission, and everything that can happen on the broker's end. But for AUD USD, this is the projection that we're looking for. Now, understanding all that, price actually went into our 1 hour order block right over here, and notice how we just had a nice reaction off of it. And we broke it down to the 30-second to notice that there is a potential accumulation schematic that actually unfolded. You can have your PS right over here, down to your sales climax, ARST, sign of strength, ST and B, spring, go up, and you had a potential test over here, another test over here. I just got back from the gym, so I did not actually get in at any of the earlier points, but regardless, we are watching price to see if there's a different point that we can get involved in. Now, I do like how it just swept and went ahead and broke this level over here. This isn't my favorite candle. There's not a lot of volume in it, but it can still hold as a demand level. So we're going to go ahead, drag this up. Have the level drawn out as such. And see if we can get involved and have a 5-pip stop loss going down over here. Now, I could easily get away with a 3-pip stop loss, whatever stop loss a lot of people like to use. But, understanding spread, high impact news coming out, so spreads are going to widen and all those other factors, I'd rather go ahead and play with the more quote unquote conservative stop loss, because a lot of people still look at AU and say that 5-pip stop loss is crazy. It really all depends on your perspective and how you trade. But in this instance, I'll be looking to use a 5-pip stop loss, looking to take my first partial at, I believe this is M30, at this 30-minute supply / order block level right over here. And yeah, so 4.71. Let me do the math on my primary monitor. So what we're gonna do on, actually, is that correct? Yeah, so what we're going to do is take 50% partial up here at 1 to 4.71. High impact news is coming out, and if it is in favor of AUD USD, then price will easily rack it up. Go ahead, partial me out. Next partial level, so at this level I'm going to take 50%. This level is going to be 25%, and my final level can be, is going to be a 1 to 20. It can go ahead and be 25% or 12.5% if I'm expecting price to hit up here, which I am. So I will update you guys on how those partials work. So going down to the 30-second, price is approaching that level that we have drawn. Gonna go to the 1 minute, make sure everything is looking fine. I really liked this level down here, expecting price to come down here after it just swept this area, but it did just have another sweep. So technically this would be the zone that we'd be looking for. And if it did choose to go down here, then we'll just be dealing with a little bit more drawdown. But in terms of the most recent break of structure, this is the zone we're looking for. So I'm going to double click, and you guys know how we do this. Go ahead, copy where my stop loss is, and on my third monitor right now I'm going to add something, and I'm going to show you guys what me getting into the trade looks like. Alrighty, so this is just KOD Trade Manager. What we're going to do is use percents. 0.5% is what I plan on risking. Stop loss is going to be at this level. And yeah, that's that's all it is. So what we're going to do is just hit buy. Entries automatically going to be placed when we are in the level that we're looking for. So we are expecting price to actually go a bit lower. We're going to extend the line just so I can get an alert right up here. Yeah, I do like this trade though a lot. I mean, like, obviously I would not be taking the trade if I didn't like it. So this would be the first point that I'd be looking to partial on. And actually, we're gonna wait. Price may actually end up hitting this area before we get a chance to go to gold. Well. Oh, this might be it actually. Alright, let's see what we got. Price is heading down, 5.6 pips stop loss. We'll just go ahead and update it just to a little 6 point stop loss. 6 pip stop loss, apologies. Risk to reward will still be the same though, so it's still going to be a 1 to 10 at the end of the day. And yeah, price got relatively close to it right over here. We're just waiting for it to go a bit lower, and then we'll be able to get in. And KOD is really fast. The trade manager over here is really fast, so I'm going to still go to gold. And if we get the alert, all we literally have to do is just switch, hit buy, and then entries automatically going to be placed. So let's go ahead, pivot over to gold. And I actually made a weekly outlook video, I believe at 2 in the morning, covering what I'm looking for. So you may actually see a snippet of it leading up to this video, just in case. But this is what we're looking at for gold. I want to make my videos too long. I don't know if this is informative for people or not, so I may go ahead and cut the recording. Wow, AU's still dancing. Let me show you guys what the thought process is. So if AU does not come down here, we're just gonna wait for it to liquidate this high and then go off a new zone, which would likely be this candle over here. Actually, we'd refine it to this area over here. So I could actually get involved right now, but we're just gonna wait. It isn't the cleanest area to get involved in. If the price hits down here, then we can go ahead and quickly get in with set parameters. May actually just end up breaking the high, and we'll probably just have to get involved a little bit later. So we're gonna go to the 1 minute and watch what's happening. I do like this candle though, so I wouldn't mind getting involved here. Stop loss down here, so we can still maintain that 6 pip stop loss integrity down here. So we're just gonna track that really quickly. Entry here, stop loss here, keeping the same target for the partial 1. So we'll be partialing at 1 to 4. And first TP is going to be 1 to 9.3. And second one is going to be at 1 to 18. So not too bad. Alright, let's check on gold. So that's how gold just hit our area. PS, sorry, climax, AR, ST, sign of strength, potentially looking for an STNB to form right on, break this level right over here for the STNB. Yeah, we can be waiting for that, so let's go ahead and put in the PS and limit it just to the first 5 seconds. PS, go ahead and have a seller's climax right over here. Automatic rally. And right now we're just waiting for a potential STNB to form after liquidating that level down there, but this will be our sign of strength. So it actually ended up testing this high. It didn't quite break it yet, so I want to see a break happen before we look to get involved on the new order block that actually forms. So we're just going to be waiting for a potential STNB to form. Price have a little bit of a pullback, come down, form a spring. Keep in mind though that price does not need to form a spring. There is accumulation schematic number 1 and accumulation schematic number 2. So expect the spring potentially. Price go up, look for a test, and then look to get involved at that level over there. So right now it's just going to be a waiting game to see if we can go ahead and break that level down and get the STNB that we're looking for. This looks really ugly over here, but I'm just going to keep it there. Alright, we could actually get the liquidation of our ST to happen. And once again, Wyckoff is just a series of liquidations. Came up, liquidated a low, made a high, came down, liquidated a high, went down, didn't liquidate the low, went up, liquidated the high. And right now we're looking for price to liquidate this low, have a reaction, liquidate this low once more potentially, and get it on the test. And I really suck at drawing. I need to stop drawing. Alright, there we go. Potential as STNB forming. And we're going to drag this here and just put B. Oh. Alright, AU just hit our area. Oh, actually, it's a little shy of it. Sorry, let's try to be really precise here. Okay, question is, will AU give me that? So, watch what's about to happen here, right? Watch very, very, very closely. I really want to see you break this high if you do want to, and then we'll get in on that level over there. Or my level can still hold if we can just get price to go a little bit lower, because if you look at this, notice how the imbalance is technically still not cleared. We're just looking to grab the liquidity from this demand level down here still. Come on, give me a break at this level. Getting there. The fact that it literally got this close to my zone is very, very fascinating. And I'm not sure, but you know, many of you probably already identified this as a range. Alrighty, so it's looking like we're gonna get, we had a liquidation as high happen, so what we're gonna do is just go ahead and shift our zone to this level in price. And then this is where we're gonna actually end up getting involved. So oh yeah, I like this. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, that's such a good number. That's 700. Big figure. And notice all this inefficiency. I'm going to delete this range, sorry, it makes the chart look really ugly. Notice all this inefficiency that we have over there, all the imbalance and everything that's going on. And yeah, so just this is literally what trading is like. It's just, you know, a game of patience. And I'm in no particular hurry to get into any trade. It's just you just want to wait until your criteria is correctly met, and then you know, that's when we're going to choose to get involved. But I may actually end up cutting out a lot of this video because I don't think a lot of people have the patience to sit here if it's going to be like an hour long, if I'm being truthful. Thing too is that we're also expecting news in about 22 minutes for AUDUSD, which means that the spreads are going to widen, so the spreads are going to be way bigger. Stop loss. Move over to KOD, let it know what we're doing. Alright, AU just gave us the entry that we're looking for. I'm going to verify stop loss is where it needs to be. Move over to KOD. And gonna hit buy. Alrighty, just like that, we're already involved in our AU trade. Oop, didn't register that emoji. Alrighty, we're just gonna be chilling in our AU position. Nice, just broke that high. Some volume just came in, and we're gonna see how this goes. But we have our partial 1 level drawn, and you know, we already told KOD what to do, so now we just sit back and let KOD do what it's good at. So if you see over here, we have all of our partial levels defined, 50% partial over here, 50% up here, and then 50% up here. And then we have our TP all the way at the top. So our TP is actually going to be this daily order block. So this trade is actually going to end up turning into a swing. So our final TP is going to be at 1 to 34. So we will have a portion of our position left running all the way up there. But I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. So I'm going to update you guys on what happens, and yeah, see you guys soon. Alrighty, so AU is moving well. We're up about, open PNL is 6.9, so we're up over 1 to 1 overall. It is 12:23. If you guys remember what I said, we have high impact news at 12:30 for AUD, so that's actually going to be in 7 minutes. So now here's the way that I look at news. And this, my friend actually helped me with this, because before I would just not trade any news at all. But you have to understand that news is the catalyst. So price is already predestined to hit a certain area. So all news does is just give it an excuse to hit that area sooner. Now, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page with that. So if there's news and I see my setup, I'm going to trade it. It just depends on if I'm in a position before news or after news, but I never get in a position during news. So notice how this position actually took place before news. So right now we're just going to be holding on to the position and see how it plays out. So we have 6 minutes. In a situation like this, I'm considering on moving my stop loss to break even just so we can avoid the potential spike down that could happen if price decides that it's not going to spike up first. And AUDUSD, 1 minute. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and just take a more protective move right after we can break this high up here. Once this high gets oh, there it is. 2 seconds, 1 second. Boom. Alright, high got liquidated. Go to KOD, hit break even. Boom, stop losses at break even. That easy. No need to overcomplicate anything. And I'm done. I can go to sleep right now. Will I go to sleep knowing me? Probably not, but I could. I could go to sleep. We're going to go ahead and put in our notification just so I can be updated on what happens. AUDUSD, break even, stop loss. Sorry, caps lock. BSL, which just means that our break even stop loss was hit. I'm sorry, I don't know why I find that so funny. Alright, so we're just gonna still be holding true, expecting price to come up here and hit that partial level, or price can just go ahead and take us out. But once the high is liquidated, really quickly, I learned from MentalFX, Pips of Persia, Q Bing, Shim Storms, and I did all that to preface that once the high is broken, realistically, this becomes the new range from here to here. So we should not be expecting price to come all the way down here to maintain structure, and that's why I feel comfortable moving my stop loss to break even, because by the time price gets down there, chances are I should not even be in my position, realistically speaking. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording and resume it at 12:29 and 30 seconds, just so I can show you guys how the news goes. Okay, I lied. So I actually resumed the recording 30 seconds before I said I would, 20 seconds. So what we're gonna do is just watch how price has we're just gonna watch how price reacts. And I want to go ahead and, show you guys that this could happen. For all I know, price could just come and hit me out of my position. So we're gonna wait and see, but regardless, KOD has my back. Save 15% or more on KOD. Wait, floating currently 13 points, so almost the 1 to 3, and boom, news is about to hit. And what you're gonna notice a lot of the time is price is actually gonna react right when news hits, even though investors don't know what actually happened. So regardless, you're always gonna get some sort of volume. It could just honestly wake me out of my position. We're gonna see, and then the intended move will happen. So right now, you're gonna see a lot of volume. And boom, KOD actually just went ahead and partialed us out of the first position. Let's go ahead and check, make sure everything is flowing. So there it is. It just took us out of that first position, stop loss at break even. So right now we're gonna wait and see if we can hit that second. I'm sorry, this is so funny to me. We're gonna see if we can hit that second partial position, but we just overall just hit a 1 to 10. Oh, I'm sorry, is that the second? Oh my god, we already partialed twice. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so you guys just saw me hit a 1 to 10 risk to reward in 21 minutes. So right now we're just gonna be waiting for up here. That's gonna be our next partial point at 1 to 19. Gonna check if this level can hold, and then our final TP is gonna be all the way up here. So we're gonna be looking at a 1 to 34 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, 1 to 34. And really quickly, this is also what's really important, because even though a lot of people would be upset that they did not catch this gold trade, I understand. I understand that other trades will make up for this. There's no point in chasing trades. Once again, we attract, we never chase. We don't chase the market. Now, if gold chooses not to come back down here, I just caught a 1 to 10 on AU in less than 20 minutes. Realistically. So now all we're going to do is wait and see if we can hit our 1 to 19. Once we hit that, we'll be set. But otherwise, we already partial twice. KOD took care of everything as always. And yeah, let me go ahead and check my phone really quickly. Alrighty, let's check what the numbers were for the news. Excuse me. So if it wasn't obvious by the way price moved, the number was actually bullish for AUD, meaning that we'll be expecting higher highs and higher lows, fundamentally speaking. And technically speaking, we still do have a lot of incentive to the upside. So our position is protected. I don't trail my stop losses personally. I never put a stop in profit. It's always just a stop at break even. And yeah, that's what we're looking at. I'm going to go ahead and actually pause the video just to avoid talking a lot, and I'll update you guys on once we hit our 1 to 19. Once the 1 to 19 is hit, then we'll just be waiting to hit the 1 to 34. Alright, see you guys soon. Peace out. So that was actually the end of the trade. So we just hit a 1 to 12 in under 21 minutes. We do have a 25% runner still running, but from the looks of it, we're actually going to end up getting stopped out at break even. But regardless, we just caught a 1 to 12, made a good amount of percent. I risked 0.5% per trade, so you can do the math and figure out how much percent I actually made on that move. But right now, boom, stop loss just got hit actually. So my actual stop loss is probably going to get hit, but we actually just exited the trade at we actually just exited the trade at break even. So that was a nice 1 to 12. Honestly, I was expecting price to make it all the way up here. That's why we had a position open, but you know, that happens. We still just caught 12 times our risk, and we're good. Honestly, I can just stop trading for the week, but that's not gonna happen. But I could. I could. Breakdown. Hope this video made sense for everyone. Hope it was easy to understand. And yeah, price did hit 2 of our targets, 2 out of 4. We were expecting it to go up here, but you also need to keep in mind that price did leave another high over here that could get swept. But yeah, that's the trade. Hope everything made sense. If you guys have any questions, this is the end of the video, so feel free to post them in the comment section or look in the description for my Instagram, my business page, and my website as well, for KOD Trade Manager. That's it. Have a good day, everyone. Peace out. Oh, I actually lied. That was not the end of the video. This is the end of the video. So this just goes to show you guys, once again, just the importance of risk to reward. So let me break down what my week has been like so far. Actually, USD, we had a break even, and US 30, we had a -1, and on AU we just caught 12R. So once you do the math, you know -1R. We just went away with actually the last partial was 10R -1R. So this means that we're already up 9R, and if you do the math, I'm risking 0.50. You just go ahead, multiply that by 9, and that's how much percent we just made total for the week so far. And that's just the importance of risk to reward once again. So a lot of people would see something like this, and you'll actually notice that between the loss and the win, my win rate is actually 50% right now as of this week. We're not going to count the break even as a win or a loss, it's just neutral. So let's just say I won actually 1 out of 3 of my trades, so that's just 33% win rate, yet I'm up, 9R for the week so far. And it just turned Tuesday, so we're gonna see how the rest of the week turns out. I may just go ahead and try to post this video as soon as I get the chance, but I should not be awake right now. I don't I don't really know where I am, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope everything made sense. If you have any questions, oh wow. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate and reach out. And hope everyone has a good day and happy trading. Peace out.